So what I got is the NiSi switch filter here, and you can see on the screen here to cover the top. I've got a 3-stop hard to go straight along the horizon. Because the sunrise is covering from the left, I've got the soft filter kind of horizontal, so that kind of balances everything out that you can see on the screen here. Now if I change that front one up and take a picture, then you can see that the whole left hand side is overexposed. But if I just turn that over to the other side, then that's much better exposed. So I'm at Dragon's Head, and it's probably a good example when the switch filter comes in handy. So you can see the sun's almost perpendicular to where the sunset's going to be. So in the switch filter, you can see I've got 2 filters there. The one in the fixed slot is the 3-stop hard, because if you look at the horizon, it's just flat line straight across, though. The hard stop grad is just for that sky above there. But if you look at the live view, which I'll make brighter, it really makes the sky very dark if you stack 2 filters on. So the ideal thing with the NiSi switch filter is to filter out the sun coming out from the right hand side. So if I put that there, then that balances out the exposure quite well. See there? So I think that's the advantage. The only disadvantage of doing this is that I can't then use an ND filter to do a very long exposure. So, and I don't think you can put 3 slots on it, otherwise you start to get vignetting, of which you don't have at all with 2 slots. So one thing that would be handy for NiSi to do would be to introduce a screw-on ND filter, which I think is something that is coming. So that's we'll see how this shot goes. It's a pretty balanced single exposure essentially, and I'm going to get a bit more water motion, so let's bring the ISO down. I'll bring it 2 stops to half a second or so. Alright, and I want longer motion because it's making some nice swirly patterns there, so I may have to forego the 3-stop ND filter and put the 3-stop hard stop and put a denser ND filter on to get the water motion in a separate frame.